welcome back to my channel TorAthena, where today I am reviewing a graphic novel. I haven't done one of them in a while, and today is Peter Panzerfaust Volume 1. This is by Image Comics and was written by Curtis Weeb and drawn by Tyler Jenkins. This is a comic that was written for me. For anyone who knows me knows that I love history but have a very specific interest / fascination in the Holocaust because it's just such an horrific part of our history, and I have a bookshelf dedicated to history books and biographies and autobiographies on people who survived such a horrific event. And Peter Pan was one of my favourite stories when I was a kid, and probably still is, and I have virtually every comic or novel or adaptation or variant to that story that I could possibly grab hold of. So when I found out that this is about Nazi-occupied France in World War II, Peter Pan being an American boy saving these French orphans from the evil Captain Hook of the Nazi Gestapo, I was like, oh my gosh, it's just me all over. The story itself is actually set in closer to modern day, and it's a lot of the French orphans who are the lost boys being interviewed later on in life, looking back on their memories. Like I said, Peter Pan is this American boy. I don't know if he's an orphan, but I think it does say that he is. He saves the French orphan boys. He's looking for Tinkerbell. We don't know who or what that is. There is Tiger Lily, who is part of the French Revolution. It's insanely, it's amazing. And you know the person who wrote it has done so much thought into this. Like, as an example, one of the most subtle references to Peter Pan is To Get to Neverland. It's the second star on the right and straight onto morning. When Peter first meets the French orphans, he's helping them escape from a bombing, and he says, out of the second window on the right. And it's little things like that that actually just give me goosebumps when I was thinking about it. The art can be a little bit bland at times. It's not ideal for me. I still think it's perfect for this story, but I would have loved more detail to add to the richness of this story. If Fiona Staples did this story, oh, it'd just be amazing. To be honest, it's very Fiona Staples-esque, but it's not just there for me. Just because I am so passionate about both topics in this story, I would have loved as much detail as anything possible. I want this to be a TV show, I want this to be a movie. I did hear this was actually picked up to be a TV series, but I haven't heard anything since, so I'm not sure. The colour is insane though. The colour is so very Fiona Staples-esque. It's very atmospheric, it's very warm when it needs to be, it's very cold when it needs to be. It's quite simple in the shading that it uses, but I love that. It reminds me of like Saturday morning cartoons. It adds this animated beauty to it. I just love it. To be honest, I love, even though I'm criticising some things, I just love everything about this story, and I wouldn't change a thing. There are currently 4 volumes out at the moment, and that is not the entire story, so be prepared to be needing more. There are single issues available that go past volume 4, but there are currently 4 volumes out. I have read 1 and 2 so far, and I honestly have cried reading both of them because it makes me so nostalgic, and it's so rich in content, and I love it. I love it. You have to read it. Well, thank you so much for watching this. As I say, I usually struggle reviewing stuff that I love so much because I just babble on like stupidly, like now. But yeah, have you read this before? If you have, comment below. Did you love it as much as me? If you haven't read it, please go read it and then talk to me about it, because I love this and I throw this book at everyone because they all have to read it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do geeky videos every day, and I will see you soon. Bye!